I was incredibly stoned last month on the shit my dealer was calling Nigerian nigger nickel, even though he was charging me 120 an eighth. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. The shit was really good. I mean, it just, 2 bong hits, I was able to see through to the futility of ever using language as a means of communication. What a bittersweet realization that was. I mean, my life was a lie, my art was a sham, and I had one terrific case of the munchies. So I decided to meander down the Avenue of C to the fine fair supermercado. It was 3 a.m., but not to worry, because la tienda está abierto 24 horas. Pushing in and shielding my eyes from the fluorescent assault, I glided past the Puerto Rican princesa, behind her register, behind her Revista de People en Español, and I made my way to the glorious aisle of snack cakes. Standing there at this primary colored wonder wall, at this beautiful soul-nurturing temple to saturated fat and processed sugar, I, for the first time in my life, could not decide which denomination was going to offer me the deepest solace. So I decided that I would let fate decide. I closed my eyes and I reached out my hand when suddenly I felt a disturbance in the force to my right. I opened my eyes and looked over, and standing there was the finest homeboy ever to roll out of the Jacob Riis house's rockin' rock-aware from head to toe. He looked at me, and I at he, and right there in the mutual redness of our Chinese eyes, we recognized one another as fellow travelers. There it was, that spark, that heat, that energy just hatching the butterfly eggs within, you know? I don't know what I was thinking, but right there in front of Little Debbie, I pulled out 2 snowballs and a Twinkie. Oh, and my newfound friend, he didn't miss a trick. He dropped down and slid the white, spongy cylinder of cake between his full brown lips, slowly working down towards the snowballs. He knew it was full of white, sticky, sweet cream just for him, but he was in absolutely no hurry to get there. I felt the little death approaching and pulled back. "Your name?" my query. "Drake," his reply. "Drake. I like that name." So I reached down to give his devil dog a Yankee Doodle, but he stopped me, and pressing hot mouth to elephant ear, he whispered coarsely on sticky sweet breath, "No, man, I want to be your ho-ho." And then he turned around and showed me his moon pie. Oh, it was a wonder, all hard and round and chocolate on the outside, but inside I knew it was going to be velvety marshmallow. Oh, man, he bent over into a star crunch. I was working up a real good Swiss roll, together creating a zebra cake, sticky, bun, hot, wonderful, ring-ding-ding-dong scene of love. The caloric intake, the sweetness, I don't know, and suddenly some old Dolly Madison zingers around the corner and yodels. Well, I beat a hasty retreat, quickly putting my snowballs and Twinkie back in their package and noting thankfully that they had not become a fudge stripe. I've looked for Drake since that night. I've never found him. But you know, sometimes, late at night, when I'm peeling back a wrapper, I think about Drake out there somewhere snacking. And I'm full.